while we got a slow minute fishing today, I'd like to share just a brief devotional thought. So I'm on High Rock Lake today, trolling for striped bass, and things a little bit slow today, as I mentioned, but trolling with planer boards. And as I'm down here trolling a little bit today, maybe think about the best fisherman that ever lived, and his name was Jesus. And Jesus, as he was calling his disciples to follow him, he said to a couple of them, he says, "Follow me, and I will make you to become fishers of men." Now, we know that Jesus lived with and just ate with, slept with, traveled with these 12 guys over the course of about 3 years, and he trained them. He gave them authority to do miracles. He taught them the gospel of the kingdom. He sent them out 2 by 2, and he prepared them. But then, when Jesus died, was buried, and then rose again, he equipped those same disciples with the Holy Spirit. Same Holy Spirit that you and I have today. He equipped us, he equipped them to go out into all the world. And that's what is talked about in the Great Commission, Matthew 28. Go into all the world, all the nations, make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe whatsoever I've commanded you. And lo, I'm with you even unto the end of the age. So Jesus equipped, and then he sent. So as I'm out here fishing with planer boards today, if you've ever fished with planer boards, really cool thing about planer boards is they kick the baits out away from the boat. So when you're trolling, you basically have your lines out behind the boat, and they're going to trail along just right behind where you're at. But you're limited in the amount of water that you can cover. So when you've got planer boards, so as you can see kind of out off to the side, those planer boards dig down in the water and they pull those baits out to the side, allowing you to cover more water. Well, same thing happens with Christians when we obey the Great Commission. So we go out and we go and take the gospel to the furthest reaches. You know, we don't always want to stay right behind the boat, right? We don't always want to stay where it's comfortable, where it's easy. God is sending us to different places. He's sending us out, in the farthest reaches. He said, "Go and make disciples of all nations." That means every ethnos, every ethnic group of people. So not just the one that we're comfortable with, not just the ones that are, right in our line of travel. So yes, it's important to cover that water as we're fishing, but we also want to cover, out to the sides. And so same thing with our ministry. We want to minister where we're planted, of course, but we also want to consider that God is wanting to send us out, just like these planer boards are taking these baits out so we can cover, a wider span of water. So too, God's desire for the gospel is that you and I, who are equipped and sent, will go out and do the very same thing. All right. Well, just wanted to encourage you with that thought today. May the Lord bless you. Hope you have a great week, great day, whatever it is you're doing today.